You know that feeling, right? You walk into a workspace and you can just feel your energy drain. Tools are nowhere to be found, key information's buried in a pile somewhere, and every single task feels like a massive, frustrating treasure hunt. Well, today, we're going to break down a really practical framework to turn all that chaos into a workplace that actually works for you.
So let's just start with a super direct question. Does it ever feel like your workplace is actively working against you? Like you and your team are just constantly burning time looking for stuff or getting stressed out just trying to figure out the next step? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are definitely not alone.
In this explainer, we're going to dive into the strategy for creating a workplace that pretty much speaks for itself. I'm talking about an environment that's so intuitive that the right way to do something also becomes the easiest way to do it. It's all about getting rid of the confusion and wasted effort right at the source. So let's get into it.
So, what's the big picture goal here? It sounds almost too simple. We want to create a workplace that is just clear. And this isn't just about being neat and tidy. This is about laying the foundation for everything else to succeed.
I think we've all lived in the before picture on the left, right? It's a space that just breeds wasted time, confusion, and yeah, a lot of stress. The goal is to get to the after picture on the right, where the workflow is just obvious and being efficient is the default setting. The key takeaway is that the distance between these two isn't just about looks, it's a direct measure of your team's performance and, honestly, their happiness at work.
Okay, so how do we actually make that leap from chaos to clarity? Well, the journey begins with our very first practical step, taking a hard look at our equipment layout. This is where the physical change really starts.
You know, equipment layout isn't just about finding a corner to stick things in. It's a genuine strategy. It means intentionally placing all your physical assets, your machines, your tools, even your desks to create the most logical path for work to get done. The whole idea is to design a space where the next step in any process is literally the next logical place to go. You want to kill all that wasted walking around.
And the payoff for getting the layout right is massive. For one, it makes things way safer because walkways are clear and hazards are easy to spot. It slashes all that wasted motion, which saves a ton of time and energy. And of course, the bottom line is a direct shot in the arm for productivity. You really can't underestimate the power of just putting things in the right place.
All right, once your big equipment is where it needs to be, there's another layer of organization that's just as important. And this brings us to our second step, setting up smart storage.
And just to be clear, we are talking about a system, not just a few more shelves. A smart storage method makes sure that every single item has a specific, designated home. That makes it incredibly simple to find, simple to use, and, this is the magic part, simple to put back right where it belongs.
The principles for this are so simple but so powerful. First, that golden rule, a place for everything and everything in its place. Second, let how often you use something decide where it lives. The stuff you grab all the time should be the easiest to get to. And finally, clear labeling is completely non-negotiable. This isn't just for looks, it's all about creating speed and killing errors before they happen.
Okay, so we've organized our space and we've organized our stuff. But how do we make this new system easy for everyone to understand instantly and, actually stick? This is where the real key comes in, the thing that ties it all together, visual management.
The best way to think about this is the dashboard in your car. You don't need to pull out the owner's manual to know you're low on gas, right? A simple little light tells you everything you need to know in a split second. Visual management is just applying that exact same idea to the workplace, using signals like color coding, lines on the floor, and clear signs to communicate vital info without a single word being said.
And here is why this is such a game changer. As one of our sources says, this whole approach enables everyone in the organization to see the impact. When progress, problems, and the state of things are made visible for all to see, everybody gets on the same page just like that. It creates this shared understanding that empowers the whole team to make smarter decisions.
So, how do we lock in all these improvements and make them permanent? We use a proven system to make it all stick. This is where the famous 5S system comes into play. It's basically a 5-step method for creating and, more importantly, maintaining an organized, clean, and high-performing workplace.
And the most important thing to get here is that 5S is not a one-time spring cleaning project. It's the engine that keeps this whole system running. It stands for sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. It's a continuous cycle that takes all that great work you did and makes it last, so the workplace stays efficient day after day.
So here's how it all connects in 3 simple steps.
First, you put in the hard work on the foundations, your layout and your storage. Second, you layer on visual management to make that new system talk. And finally, you use the 5S framework to sustain all those improvements for the long haul. It's just a really logical, powerful path from chaos to clarity.
So, to wrap it all up, it really boils down to 3 big ideas that all work together. You've got your strategic equipment layout to create flow. You've got systematic storage to stop all that searching. And then you have the awesome power of visual management to make the whole system speak for itself. These are the absolute building blocks of a self-explaining workplace.
And that brings us to the end. I just want to leave you with one final thought, a little challenge. What is one small visual change, a single label, a line of tape on the floor, maybe a color-coded bin that you could put in place tomorrow to bring just a little more clarity to your workplace? Because the journey from chaos to clarity really does start with that one small step. Thanks for tuning in.